So today we are looking at the story of one of the world billionaires. You know, we have thousands, over 3,000 billionaires in the world. And we are talking about dollar billionaires. So this is an interesting story of a billionaire who has a net worth of $1.2 billion. His name is Danilo Iervolino. Let us call him Danilo Iervolino. This is an Italian billionaire. He has made, or the source of his billions, is online universities. He's a man who believes on the power of education to transform lives. He owns Multifacity, a company which owns Pegasu University of Pegasu, or Pegasu University, which offers over 10 degree programs. They own over 60 exam centers and over 200 courses. We will look at the statistics later. But as we said yesterday, our study of billionaires reveals that everything is possible. You can make money from anything and everything. So long as you focus, you scale out and do whatever you are doing in large scale. Identify the market. Once you get the market, you scale out. Yesterday we looked at butcheries, that you can transform butcheries to slaughterhouses and then expand to several towns, to several countries, like what we saw yesterday. So this Italian businessman, Danilo Iervolino, started one of Italy's first online universities at the age of 28. He sold it 15 years later. He was born in a family with a deep respect for academia, or for education. The university we are talking about, Pegasu University, has an enrollment of 100,000 students in 2020, and 215,000 students had already graduated from the online university. He initiated scholarships and funding for research, aiming to remove barriers to education for the underprivileged students. He believes education is a catalyst for social change, and that is why he invested in university education through online platforms. He is constantly exploring new technologies and remains committed to pushing the boundaries of education. He attended Pantheon University of Naples in Italy, where he studied humanities. He studied economics. After he sold his online university, 18 months afterwards, after the sale, Iervolino had spent $200 million. One on a soccer team, so he loves sports. He spent $11 million. He also spent money on cybersecurity. So he bought a company in New York called DuskRise. DuskRise. Alright, he also bought real estate properties. He bought media companies known as BFC Media. This one owns the Italian edition of Forbes. It produces Robb report. So he bought it for $10 million. He bought a newspaper, a magazine, an investigative magazine called Re-Expresso for $5 million. He plans to spend more money on several startups and venture capital funds. His most recent purchase was a 154-foot yacht, which he bought for $19.5 million. More than 2/3 of his wealth is liquid, which means it is in cash or stocks. He purchased a residence, his main home, near a Roman Forum. He owns a palace in Rome. Some brief background about this billionaire we are talking about here. He was born in 1978 in the town of Palma, Campania. His father was a lawyer who ran a network of private schools in the area. He studied Latin, ancient Greek, and humanities. He pursued economics at the Pantheon University of Naples in Italy. He got his first job at the University of Salerno, where he developed online master's programs. In the year 2000, he traveled to USA, a trip which opened up his eyes in the area of entrepreneurship. He saw online learning was widely accepted, unlike in Italy. In 2003, Italian government passed a law that allowed the establishment of online universities, and then he took advantage of that. In 2006, he established the Università Pegasu, which we have been talking about. In the year 2006-2007, Pegasu had only 65 students. He faced challenges. For example, good professors did not want to teach online university. In 2010, his university, Pegasu, was offering 200 courses to 1,200 students. In 2013, he had 30,000 students enrolled at the university. 2015, the billionaire acquired Universitas Macatoram, an online university launched by Italian Chambers of Commerce. It's an online university launched by Italian Chamber of Commerce. Italian Chambers of Commerce. It focused on entrepreneurs and workers interested in part-time education. The billionaire invested in technology, structures, personnel, and even professors. In 2019, Iervolino's company, Multiversity, had 8,000 students, 70 exam venues across Italy. It became the second largest university in Italy, only second to Sapienza University in Rome, which was established in 14th century. Annual tuition was $1,700 for first-time students aged between 17 and 20 years. He also charged $2,200 for students who are members of unions, that is trade unions, and professional associations. August 2019, Iervolino sold 50% stake in Multiversity to CVC partners, capital partners, for $250 million. In 2021, Multiversity had over 100,000 students. This was supercharged by the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, because more and more people were required to stay at home due to the outbreak of COVID-19. So they embraced online education. That's when he reached 100,000 students. The university in that year, that is 2021, generated $289 million in revenues. He sold the remaining stake of 50% to CVC capital partners and exited. They had asked him even to remain as the chairman of the university, but he refused. He said he wanted time to focus on other interests in business or entrepreneurship. That is the story of the billionaire Danilo Iervolino, 46-year-old billionaire from Italy. His source of wealth is online universities. Thank you very much. See you in the next episode.